Hello, and welcome to Kester's Forest. Now recently I bought myself a nice pair of Sony wireless Bluetooth headphones. Here they are. They're noise cancelling and they're really quite amazing. The problem is I keep putting them down and losing them. I know they're quite big, but I'm just one of those people. I seem to spend half my life looking for these. So I thought to myself, why don't I go and get myself a nice headphone stand, put it on my desk, then I'll always know where they are. So I had a look online and the prices seem to vary, as did the quality. And I did find a couple of stands that I really like the look of, but they just seemed a little bit out of my price range, and I just thought, why don't I make one myself? So I went onto eBay and I bought myself a block of walnut. Now, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but I do have a few shop tools in my garage. I have tinkered with fixing and making furniture in the past, so I thought, why don't I just have a go at this, document the process, and see how we get on. So let's take a look. So, here we go. Here's the wood. And what I'm planning on doing then is, if I just sort of draw you a little line here, is going to have this as the base, and then this is an old piece of dowel from an old toy that has seen better days. I'm going to insert it there, and then the top piece is this section here. So this would be where the headphones go. So if I just take the headphones here and then show you that we would just cut a curve to fit that. And it already has this kind of groove cut into it, which is really just actually by pure coincidence the exact size that we really need to hold it in place. So I think really what I need to do is just keep that basic shape, maybe make it a little bit deeper, and then just shape it a little bit there to cut a curve. That's really what I'm thinking of doing. So that's the plan. So I'm just going to draw a circle here, and the idea is to try and maximise the amount of surface area that I get from this piece of wood. And I'm just going to draw around that, like that. Make sure it's in the middle. I've got a little bit of wiggle room here, so it doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so I've got my basic shape done and the curve, and the next thing to do is cut these out. Well, actually no, what I'm going to do is plane this down to the thickness that I like, but I actually don't have a plane, so I'm going to use a router. So I decided to chamfer the edges a little bit on the base. So I've got this router bit that I had found in a drawer, and I'm just going to sort of add a little curve here around the edge. So there we have it. What do you think? Personally, I'm really happy with the results. I'm not entirely sure about the finish on here. I used teak oil, which I had in the garage already, and as I mentioned before, trying to do this without spending any additional money. So I'm sure there are better oils or more suitable oils for this, but you can still see the grain, the colour's really lovely, and the overall effect is extremely pleasing for the first attempt at something like this. So overall, I feel like mission accomplished. I can take my headphones off, put them on the stand next to my computer. I know where they are. They're quite safe. They're being looked after. I won't lose them. And I spent £15 on the wood. So all in, I'm really, really pleased. What would I do differently? Well, you know, if I had better tools, this would have been easier. Sharper, more range of chisels, I guess. A better plane. I had a very cheap plane in my garage. Jigsaw maybe wasn't quite powerful enough to cut through the thick walnut that I had, maybe a bandsaw, all of those things that I don't have the luxury of having in my garage would have made that easier. But, I just went into this to see if I could do it, and it came out okay, I think. But would you have a go? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you next time on Kester's Forest.